Hey, what's going on everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. Today I want to give a huge and special shout out to JRC54, independent shop owner. He has his own business, runs it with his wife. He's got another employee underneath his belt. Stacking up the tools, stacking up the videos. He's got a lot of great content, very informative. Looks like he's been doing it for a while. And he's going to be giving away tools every single month for the next 12 months to you guys. Specifically, mechanics or technicians in need. So, some of the giveaways that he does, they might not be tools that you need because you already have them. But if you're just starting out and you know, you're looking for a leg up or what have you, he wants to give back to the community. And he wants to make sure he puts good quality tools in your guys' pocket. So that way you got them for your everyday use as mechanics or technicians. And especially if you're just starting off, you know how hard it is trying to have enough money saved in order to purchase good quality tools. So make sure you check out JRC54. The link will be down in the description and it'll be on the end screen annotation. Alright, today, or this evening rather, I wanted to share with you guys something that I did when I very first got into automotive and I got my first job at Sears Auto Center. I had purchased one of those starter kits and it came with an assortment of wrenches. I then added a few bigger sizes to it. I purchased this specific organizer made by Shoutout. And there's one thing that I did in particular that I'm very, very happy that I did. And not knowing how important it was going to mean to me later down the road, I'm going to show you what I did and why I'm glad that I did it. So let's take a look. Alright, so here in front of me, you guys may or may not have seen these wrenches before in past videos. This is my entire and complete SAE and metric combination wrench set made by Craftsman. These are the ones that were still made in USA before their wrenches were made in Taiwan. They were made in USA. You can see that here on the wrench. You might be wondering why I colored them. You might even be wondering why I etched my name into the tool. When I was working at Sears Auto Center, everybody had Craftsman because the tools were right there for us to purchase as we were working. So if we ran into something crazy, we could literally walk right into the store, take like a 30-second to 5-minute break, grab what we needed, go to the register, pay for it, go back to the shop. And in some cases, they would let us go borrow the tool, bring it over, use it, and if it worked out well, the shop manager would purchase it for the shop and we'd put it in the shop box. So everybody had Craftsman. And some of those tools would grow feet and they would walk away. So what I did to minimize that was not only did I initial them, but I thought it'd be pretty ingenious to lay them all flat and spray Chevy orange all the way across them in both directions. Also found this sorted tool rack that they also sell at Sears Auto Center even to this day, but you can also buy it off of Amazon, and I'll put the link down in the description. This sorted tool organizer is phenomenal, and it fits these wrenches perfect all the way up to, I believe this is, what is this, 24 or 22? Oh, this might be the SAE here. That is 7/8, so basically 22. And then there's a 22 anyways. And then 21 and so on and so forth all the way down to 10. Now the one thing that I was telling you guys that I'm extremely happy that I did when I did, not knowing the benefits that it would have for me in the future, was, you remember those little tiny ignition wrenches, the cheapy made looking ones with the really thin metal, and they were pretty much good for nothing. They were almost like this little gag gift that they threw into the bundle to make you feel special. I took every single one of those while I worked there, and everyone knew who I was because I'd been there for you know, a few months, and they knew who I was. They knew that I worked at the department. Well, I was able to change every single little baby ignition wrench out. You can see I still got the price tag on this too. I changed every single ignition wrench out for the actual combination wrench size all the way down to 6 millimeter. So I didn't have those cheeky little wrenches. I have them all the way down to 6 millimeter. I traded the ignition wrenches straight across. Told them that I thought they were junk and I wanted the real deal, and they had no problem changing them out for me. I don't know if they'll do that for you today, but that's what I did then. And I'm so happy that I did that, because there's been so many times that I ran into some of these smaller size fasteners that I could only get a combination wrench on, and they have come in handy, I'll tell you that much. So that's my biggest thing that I'm so happy that I did when I first started in automotive. Alright, so projects coming up for this weekend. Tomorrow I've got to change the oil on the Chevy, and I'm thinking I might do a trans fluid and filter service as well. We're probably somewhere around 75 or 80,000 miles. I'd like to get it done before it hits 100K. Now there's two different, from what I'm told, two different oil pan, gasket, and filter kits that I can get for this. So it's bolt pan specific. So I have to count how many bolts are in the pan before I know what kit I'm actually going to need. I'm also going to need a bunch of fluid too. And if I don't know, which I don't know off the top of my head, how much fluid I'm going to need, they can look it up for me there, or you can simply just measure out how much comes out of the transmission and then put it into an empty container, such as like an oil container that you just got done using for the oil change. Fill it up, and once you get however many quarts out of it, you should be good to go. And dump that much back in, you should be right where you're at, as long as you don't have any ATF leaks. So I'm going to be doing possibly a transmission fluid and filter service tomorrow, as well as an oil change. And what else we got coming up? Power steering flush on the Mariner. I'm going to show you guys how to do a power steering flush, so be looking for that. And I think there was one or two other little topics I wanted to talk about in videos, so we'll just see what I can get done over the weekend. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Again, check out JRC54. The link will be down in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. See you next time. Deuces.